Is this going to be your energy every time we talk about people in the group that you don't like?
Probably.
When Kimmi sat down with LaTisha and Destiny, it became clear that the conversation wasn't just casual. It was layered with tension. What struck me the most was how Kimmi pressed the issue of accountability without directly attacking either one of them. She pointed out that transparency means being upfront, even when no one is asking.
At Trisha's party, Nell said that when we were at dinner, she asked Tisha about the video, the podcast thing, and Tisha didn't want to answer the question.
What podcast thing?
Her and Marceau.
Kimmi and LaTisha. So how do you two ladies feel about what Marceau said about your husbands?
Me and my husband did a live, so if you want to know how I feel about it, go watch the live.
She was saying that when she asked the question, she wanted Tisha to talk about it right then.
Oh, yeah.
And so Tisha's reply was, I said it all on the podcast. Like,
What do I need to say?
I think being transparent is being forthright with information that you're not asked.
I have no idea what Nell is referring to when she said we're not being transparent. Maybe Nell should lead by example. Maybe she should tell us all the tea on her and Chris and be transparent about that. Chris said something about maybe Marceau and Maurice get people to sign NDAs. At Trish's birthday party, we was like, what was that about? And so Nell was like, well, y'all can go talk to Chris about it. And so she said I was in his face. She said I got in his face.
Was she in his face?
She was headed that direction. She went. She was headed that direction.
Okay, since Chris is out here trying to throw rocks at our house, let me just toss something over there at their glass house. Like, why are you saying stuff about us when you know your house is easily breakable? Let's just stop playing around with people's marriages, because that's something that, it's not a joke. It's not something to play around with. If you want to go for somebody and go below the belt, like, let's not do the kids and marriages. Let's just stop that.
Never been my thing.
That's a good point. As adults,
You gotta say that. Why do we have to have this
feel
conversation?
like that's not something you have to say. Right. Like, I have to say to you, like, let's not talk about that.
It's crazy that we have to do that.
Let's not do that.
This is the thing that you can't with adults is expect them to be you. At the end of the day, if you convey what you wanted to convey and they don't move forward, that's something we can't control. You gotta do your part.
And change behavior. Like, people can apologize for stuff and then
Man, I
continue
had
to
that
do the same
conversation with Martell.
It's my cue to go look for a dress.
Is this gonna be your energy every time we talk about people in the group that you don't like?
Probably.
Well, how do we move forward? Like,
I don't know. Like, say the tables were turned. And say Tisha said, well, I just don't want you hanging out with him because he's really disrespected me at this point. Like, how would that look? Because being the middle person in the middle of that, how does that look at the end of the day?
well, I'm not in the middle. I'm an individual. Hardest part is that I wouldn't know either of y'all if it wasn't for Martell.
That's true. I don't disagree
That's
with
the
that.
hardest part. I've always had a stance on his behavior with whomever it may be. So it is a hard place that I've always seemed to be stuck in. And honestly, I don't speak on what he got going on with them or what they have going on with him. And that's the best thing that I can do at this point. And me holding him accountable if he comes to me with something dumb, which is all the time. Like he was telling me about now he's moving forward with Ariane, and he was saying all this stuff about Lance. And
have y'all talked? You and Lance?
We have not.
No? Still?
No.
What is the deal with that?
I don't know. I ran into him and he would not even make eye contact. I ran into Lance and he couldn't even make eye contact with me. And I'm thinking, put your big boy pants on and say what it is. Like he was like scared.
Well, maybe he feels so bad that he's like, damn, I don't know what to say. It seems like the least that he could have done is have a conversation.
Because
honestly,
Lance and I have been friends for years. Tell me that's what's going on. Or at least that you think that you're about to have a kid. I don't know, I'm not for sure. But honestly, he started moving weird. Now I understand why he was moving weird.
I talked to Chris, and Chris, they were equally as surprised.
Nail. Well, she said they found out when we was in LA, right? That's when they found out about.
Right. They
about
did
the
leave
baby.
early
Yeah.
when we were in LA.
Yeah.
Were y'all still actively dating at that time? Because in all fairness, by the time we got to the vow renewal, y'all kind of didn't seem like the same.
Oh, it was a little issue.
I mean, I'm just saying. Well, the issue came from Kimmi.
No, it wasn't, darling.
Yes, it was, darling.
No,
How you doing?
Met your son. He's so handsome.
Yeah, he's tall. He didn't get that from dad.
He's cute. We got that from Dad.
Oh, yeah? You think so? I think you think a lot of people here cute.
Do I?
Yeah.
You think Nell told him about what Kimmi said, the googly eyes at your
Nell
head?
was sitting there. Kimmi always started.
that's Nell telling her son. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
But you made it a moment messy. The googly eyes statement had him in his feelings.
The googly eyes had him in his feelings.
Well, no, the googly eyes was called out by who? Were you there?
Well, who did
Were you there?
Who did the googly
My
eyes?
eyes are always googly.
No, ma'am.
No,
ma'am.
no.
We saw the googly eyes.
Listen.
We saw the
Can I ask
googly
you a
eyes.
question? Mm-hmm. You have eyes. You saw that man. And he's fine.
I didn't bat my eyes at him.
I didn't bat my eyes at him either.
That statement alone carried weight. Because both LaTisha and Destiny have moments where they shut down certain topics about their personal lives. LaTisha, in particular, was challenged over avoiding direct conversations about her marriage. She defended herself by saying she already addressed things on the podcast. But Kimmi's point was that repeating yourself isn't the issue, openness is. Destiny, on the other hand, was faced with subtle comments about her history with men, which is something that continues to resurface in group discussions. What Kimmi managed to highlight is the double standard. When Melody Holt was going through her marriage and divorce with Marceau, nothing was off limits. Every detail was dissected and debated. But now, when the spotlight shifts to others, the rules suddenly change. That inconsistency is exactly what Kimmi was calling attention to. The conversation eventually circled around the boundaries of reality TV, what should be kept private and what should be public. Kimmi reminded them that marriage is the foundation of the show, and once you sign up, those discussions come with the territory. At the end of it, the dialogue showed just how carefully Kimmi balances her role. She calls out contradictions, but she does it in a way that forces LaTisha and Destiny to reflect on whether they're truly being honest. Not just with others, but with themselves.